Hey everyone, it's Michael George. Today I just wanted to go over some basic horse etiquette and how to get a bridle on calmly and quickly and effectively. This is my new training horse, Bullet. He's had 3 rides with me, very, very long rides because we've had to understand each other. So what I'm going to do in this video series, each week I'm going to try to give the tip of the week, and the tip of this week is just basic bridling and control right here, okay, from the ground. All right, so if you're not confident in your abilities to get a horse to just pop the bridle in, then don't set yourself up for a circumstance where the horse could pull their head away from you, okay? So what I like to do is I like to take the halter off, and you know, depending on the horse, if I trust the horse and I know that they're going to stand there, great. But if you know, if I thought Bullet was going to just walk off the second I took that halter off, I would tie it around his neck, just the same knot you put around their head, you put it on their neck, okay? So then I grab my handy dandy bridle, and you know, this is personal preference. Some people like to put the reins over the neck. I do that a lot. Just an extra thing, if this horse decides to walk away, I can grab them. The worst thing you can do is let the horse get away with, okay, there's nothing on my head, I'm gonna walk away. So you have to teach them a couple things. One, see how Bullet's sitting here all nice and calm and quiet. That's what you want. You don't want them all nervous. If they're nervous here, you need to do some more groundwork or some more riding or go back a couple steps, because you don't really want to put a bridle on a horse when they're trying to get away from you. They should want to be with you, okay? So next stage is I try to put this underneath their chin into the side of their head, swap hands, and you'll notice right now I have this bridle to the side of the horse's face. That way it's not poking them in the eye. That's just one way to prevent the horse from getting really bad to bridle. A lot of horses will start throwing their heads in the air if they get poked in the eye too many times. I don't blame them. If you poked me in the eye too, every time you put something on my face, I wouldn't want you near it. So then you put, from here, you put it underneath, and don't shove it in their mouth. A lot of people will start shoving the bit into the horse's mouth. I'm gonna wait for this horse to open his mouth. I'm just gonna wiggle my finger in the back of his throat, make it his idea. If they don't want this thing in there, you're not gonna force it in their mouth, okay? He opens it nice and quiet, okay? Under one ear, under the other, and then just pop it over, okay? You don't want to force the bit into their mouth, okay? Ever. So now I'm gonna back it up. I'm gonna take this bridle off. Okay. Let the bit fall out. Don't yank it out of their mouth, okay? That's a common problem people do when bridling, is they want to pull that bit out really fast. What happens is the bit smacks them in the teeth, and then they don't want to have the bit out of their mouth. Notice this horse's head position when I was putting the bit in actually kind of got lower. He knows how to get the pressure, okay? So what I want to do right now is, if this horse is throwing their head in the air, I'm not even going to start with the bit. If this horse had an issue, which I've bridled a bunch of horses that their first thing, the second you do when you touch them here, is throw their head in the air. And if that's the case, what you need to do is work on getting them to drop their head to pressure. So I start here. You know, you could hold, if you still have something around the neck, you could do this with the halter on too, but I'm just going to do it where he's at. You know, if he decides to pull his head away, I can just stop him with this, okay? But I hold it, my hand here, and I just wait. And if this horse decides to do anything, so then I'm just going to shake my hand a little bit, because he's just waiting, not sitting on pressure. I'm going to sit here, shake my hand. I'm just putting pressure on the back, right behind the ears, okay? When this horse decides to give me a hair drop down, I will release the pressure like that, okay? And I pet him, and I say, that's what I want. You got to teach the horse dropping your head is the answer. It always will be, okay? So you put your hand here. You wait a second, then wiggle. So anyways, then the next thing you do is you just keep working it, asking him to drop every single time you touch his top of his head. And once he does that consistently, you can try to ask him to keep it there by just release, drop, release, drop, release, drop, and then he's gonna want to just keep it there, okay? I've had a great time working this horse. Hopefully you guys stay tuned for more videos. You guys have a great week. God bless.